Right, so we give it a couple moments there for. Anyway, welcome on to WAOF1 here for this evening. Here, boo, well, boo. Anyway, we're in Silverstone for this one. It meant to be a Miami Grand Prix but it's changed over to Silverstone. Certain Colin B is not too happy about it. Anyway, let's say the better from that one, Colin. Shall we? So, Silverstone is 18 turns around a 5.8 kilometer long track, 3.6 mile long track. Consists of famous turns around this track altogether. Here, folks. So, yes. We are back here for another week as well. So, I'm going to explain the full story. It was this morning, it was changed to Silverstone because of ongoing glitches going on with Miami. It was meant to be Miami this week, but it's changed around for Silverstone. I will get through quickly as possibly could. Thank you for a follow, smoking cheese. And a goal is met on my Twitch, which is great as well. So who are we looking for? And Marshall, I'm here too. Welcome on in, Marshall. Marshall, welcome on in. There you go, Marshall. Well, you got two channels here. So, you got yo, and I'm here too. Here, so I'm here as well. And thankfully, I'm here. So, sorry, Marshall. We're waiting on two people. I think two people going to jump on qualifying. Two should be joining in quali, hopefully. So yes, that's pretty much it. Here, Taro is in the Red Bull seat there. So, how are we, everyone, on this Thursday evening? How are we, everyone? Have we got a spectacular Thursday all together there? And we got last night. It was hungry, pretty much hungry for more. Anyway, I got a cup of tea and a water bottle here, just in case, like, everyone gone up. Oh, Axel wanted to join. Fantastic, you got another one. Absolutely get another one. So, we pretty much nearly enough ready to go. So 5 people in the chat. I think qualifying is starting on Division 2, which is on my Air's Twitch channel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's see what's his driver. Axel will get the Mercedes seat, which he does. it would be up to 19 if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, there's not a good year here. Dorlin meant to be in. Dorlin meant to be in. And Colin B has a wet race according to his thing. Anyway, while we wait, here, hello, well, hello. Everyone ready up, don't ready up after quality. Hello, well, how are we? A wee bird told me you used to have a wet race. A wee birdie told me you have a wet race, I think it was, or a wet qualifying for your race. I think it is. Can't reveal. I can't reveal my source. Have I Colin B to right now? So we're about to get underway for Q1. We got 17 meant to be 19 out as Axel now joined the lobby. So we got as per Q1, Q2 and Q3 action to go, not to have, and a full 50% race as well. So we go through the track. The Silverstone is one of the oldest tracks around the calendar. It also is held the first ever Grand Prix race of all time. So that's pretty much it. I think Lewis Hamilton won the most here of all time. So we have a try qualify. Don't know for certain if it's going to be a wet race like Division 2 going to have there. So let me get the whole thing, get the show on the road. To get this thing underway, there are 4 race modes on this track as well. So there are down on the on the Hamilton Straight, the Wellington just after Woodcut, Brooklands, Lupfield and Brooklands. So it would be where exit of Brooklands going into Woodcut before going into Cops Corner. Cops Corner. Cops it was. My goodness me, my goodness me, my talking ability went through down to the toilet here. Anyway, and also the Hangar Straight. It was going through Chapel. Oh my goodness me, mate. I got a disconnect. My God. What has happened? What? Send me another info there because I don't know what's going on. Ah. It's thankfully not me, it is other people as well. They're like a desync on the thing. So there is, don't know what has happened with the thing, but far as I can tell, the whole lobby is desync. Like the whole drivers and also myself included has desync. So that's why it's like all together. So keep dynamic whatever. Well, that's not ideal. Not ideal whatsoever. I got a car seat as one of my friends here. No, I don't have it, thank you. I was thinking, like, was it me? It's just desync, or like other people desync as well. So they're going to do a short qualifying and a 50% race. So to get this show on the road. So it looked like a try qualifying. Not sure on the race point of view as well, unless if they know off by heart altogether. Will be almighty quick. Boom. Yo, 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 Carsey. Yes, we are pretty much. I see it in the chat there, Carsey. In fairness, I did see it as well. So I just make an announcement to a whole crew in the chat. This game is so broken. That's the third league race with a restart. It's like never ideal. Absolutely never ideal altogether. So everyone, desync city. Ay. Sorry. It meant to be 17, presumably, to be in the lobby. Plavos is going in the lobby there. So, as we're going through the championship standings here. No, I won't realise that. Something. Dusty Bassoon is championship leader going to this one with 7 points lead ahead of Night Owl. With Adam Halford Night Owl is P2 with 93. With Adam Halford P3 with 92. Carsey is in P4 with 85. So a lot of stuff is still happening to go during the course of this season here. Going to this one. In the constructors wise, let me get the constructors wise as we go through here. No, Williams is in the lead with 1-2-3 lead. With reserves, my goodness me, reserves, what are you doing here? You're not welcome here. You're on 1-0-8 with RB, pretty much net P2 with 101, 22 points behind championship leaders. And the Williams team here, pretty much the Williams, they pretty much has all around here. With Adam Halford leading the charge for the Williams team. With Carsey is leading the charge for the RB team. And they're about to ready up here for take 2. Hopefully no desyncs, so let's see how it do for the drivers. So let's see how it's fair. Take anyway, thank you for the follow, Rich. How are we, Rich? How are you fixed for this race? So maybe your fault, Axel. So we will be starting qualifying ASAP. So not getting a podium ever again. Oh, there's always a chance there, Rich. There's always a chance there, my man. So there's always a chance of that going to happen there. And now we have a try race, no, try qualifying. We don't know what's going to happen in the race there. We're not sure on, like, what way they're going to put for the race altogether. So, in pretty much their perspective, or they all probably already know, because they should have like a race weather column there on the start of that thing as well. So as we see which is out on track first, may as well turn off that over. May as well turn off that medium mode, and also there we go. So. Oh, he's gone off. He's about to get ready all together. So, it's the Cadillac leading the charge in the championship altogether. He pretty much has Rich moved up from Division 2 up to Division 1 going to this one. So let's see how I do going through here. Let me get Rich here on his Division 2 results. Here he got a race. Where was he? Rich Pete got a podium in Catalunya. P4 in the first race of the season in Australia. I mean, he's about to start up his lap there, Dylan. Now, pay attention there. Everyone is on their right laps. May as well go with Rich. Turn 1. Entry going into, or Abby, going to turn 2, 3 as he approaching the loop He goes. Now, turn 5 is going through the Wellington straight and one of the good overtaking spots to go through as they're going through Brooklands here before going to Lutfield. As he widen to get a better of the traction here. Now exiting from Lutfield onto Woodcut, going into Cups. We go, the infamous Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton incident happening in 2021 season, which controversially happened here. Now Magus, Beckett, Chapo, for which as he going through the hanger straight before Stowe corner, we go. Keep it as he used all the battery down to Stowe. Now going to the fail chicane. We go. Fergie on entry. This is where Lewis Hamilton get the famous double overtake to done on Charles Leclerc and Checo Perez, and which starts things off with a 25.520. Dusty, championship leader, coming to this one as he come across the line to start with 27.388 it is, and a whole heap of cars in behind, and it look like one after the other. Is the RB of James first, then the two Red Bulls follow suit, and they always have a race to amongst themselves there. James P4, no, slowest of the times at the moment. Tiro is P6, as Carsey, of course, he would become fastest at the moment here. Ransdell P2 there, Gio Fowler P5 at the moment here, and we see Hilly coming across the line next. For the Audi, he is P12 there at this part. Axel coming across the line, blaming Axel for that. He's gone up to P2 with a 27.123 there. So 1, 2, 3 as Epic coming across the line. P3 for the Ferrari here as Nightel P12 here. Klaus. Let's see how he does. Going through fail chicane. He goes, keeping it for gear as we're snapping the snap of oversteer for the Polish driver. He's gone up to P11 there for the Aston Martin. So, as things stand, 3 times to separate between Carsey and Axel. There, literally 7/10 difference between P2 to P13 there. I'm not going to improve. GG's. I mean, Rich. They always hope. They always hope. You might get into point 4s, you may get into point 3s. They always hope. Oh, Dylan, you forgot to mention, we got two new debutants we have in here this evening. I would forget. Big and Young 007 has joined the league for making his debut this season. Welcome on in. And Top Welder also making his debut this evening as well. So both of them, welcome on in there. As James is also reserves as well. So they're like a whole heap from what we've seen, the whole heap of cars going through the fail chicane. They're going into the final turn as Gio Fowler is currently on his lap. Here, let's see how it goes. He's got a whole lot of fuel on board, which is absolutely fair enough to go for another run. If he wants to do so, may as well go for it. There, he's on 100 off from his fastest time at the moment here. Now Gio going through Stowe, going into fail chicane. We go for the Ferrari as he come across the line for the Ferrari. I see stays where he at. He's only 2 tenths slower than his previous lap time there for car number 34. There. Now, Carsey. Most race winners backed it up with race win last time out here in Monza last time out. So he's a man to beat going to this race. He's won 2 races out of the 3, possible 3 at the moment. I know he missed a Catalonia race altogether because he was away on holiday. So this is going to be his second run on the new soft compound tyres with Axel in behind, close to challengers at the moment in the Alpine for himself. Epic is currently on his lap. He could say one of the closest challengers to Carsey here, along with Axel as well. Wanso will be put up a fight for pole position as well. Now let's see what Carsey can do. We're going to keep him on board with him as he starts up his lap in the RB. Turn 1, Albie is a fast speed corner going through there. Downshift through 7th there. Now as he going through turn 3, going through the loop we go. Downshift to 2nd. Now going through the loop we go. As he's speeding up through the Wildton straight onto Brooklands. He lifted before the corner. Going through Brooklands, going through Lupfield. We go. Downshift to 2nd. Try to get the maximum rotation. We go. Open up the first straight mode. That's going to Woodcut. Before going to Cop's corner. We go. Downshift to 7th. Try to get him. Maintain the speed. Going through Cop's. Now. Maggot. Beckett. Going through Beckett. Going through Chapel. 205 going to Chapel it was. And he's only 2 thousandths off than his previous. As he going down to Stowe corner. Downshift to 5th gear. Getting most of a turning. As he going to come across. Fail chicane. The last couple corners of the track. Is he going to improve? And yes, he does. He's going to 10 faster than his previous. Axel is the next one coming across the line next. With, I think that is Adam Halford closely follows suit. So Axel coming across the line next. Let's see how he does. And he's close there. Is it 126.884 for the Alpine? Epic. He's only improved by nearly a 10th there. Into the point ones he goes. No, Carsey. You got a challenger lying right there. As championship leader backs out on this run. Now, Wanstall. As he got a fellow Red Bull driver follows suit. That is Tyrrell. Coming across the line next. Let's see how Wanstall can do. P4 for Wanstall. There, as Tyrrell going to do P11 there. Which is entering the pits. He's not. Oh, he invalidated his run, so that is thing done. Tulu P9 at the moment here. Plalos current backed out on his run. Haley backed out. Bacon Yum started his run. Top Welder. I don't think he's on a run there. Yeah, he does it on a. Not on the run there. James is currently 3 tenths fastest. Faster than his previous. As he comes across the line through the fail chicane for and it's P14 for James. He goes. So this is close enough grid altogether. Could be a number of storylines involved in it here. Last time we seen what do you call it? Axel and Mansell in the same part of the track it was. They done the best synchronized spinning of all time, like on lap number 28. If you're Mansell and Axel, please cover your ears about to say it, because of the most synchronized F1 spins of all time. There you go, that's what I said. It's kind of like one after the other. As we got 5 minutes to go of this qualifying session. Who do you think you're going to get pole from this evening's race here? Who are you going to get pole? Who is the man to beat on this one? Soon. I think Joe is going to improve his lap time from his previous. He set 127.390 for the Italian driver. It is. So he's close enough to our championship leader, who is in the .388 range there for the Ferrari. But he had to go back into the pits quickly as he possibly could, because of he hasn't got much time left to go back in and go back out quickly as he possibly could. As we see who entered the pits here, I think it was one of the Williams that was. Yes, it is one of the Williams there. Thankfully, Adam Halfer is out of the pits, doing his out lap there, and Adam Halfer, I think he's a two-time champion here of this league. Carsey 4-time champion, and Gupta 3-time, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, if you know, you know. Anyway, let's see what the former champion can do as he starts his lap. Onto the Hamilton straight, going to the Abbey, which is turn number 1. We go for 310 kph, going to the Abbey, now onto through turn 2, going to turn 3, bit of weir locking, going to 3, now through the loop, turn 4, using pretty much boost mode for a 70%, going through the Wellington straight. As we see, I think it was a Haas, it is from far out, and the RB as we move the rapid there. So Halfer is going to use a bit of a slipstream going through Woodcut. As they're going through Copse Corner, we go downshift to 7, try to maintain the speed going to there. No, I think he backed out. The way the battery go back up again. Carsey is doing back-to-back out laps there. I think Axel might do the exact same. I think Tulu is starting his run in the Cadillac. So Tulu making a return since the first race of second race of the season, which is at the Catalunya. He taking a slipstream from the Ferrari, I think it is. That is I think it's Chiafalo. Yes, it is Chiafalo. Now, as he's approaching Woodcut, going to the old main straight, going to Copse Corner, we go downshift to 7, maintain the speed, going to there as he approaching Maggots through as we're going through Beckett there onto Chapel. We go use the battery going to the end of this Hanger straight, we go. No. Downshift to 6th, downshift to 5th. As we approaching fail chicane. We go. Third gear on entry. And the time we're going before the Cadillac. As we cross the line. P6 at the moment for the Cadillac. There. Carsey started up his run. Ransel also on his run as well. With Tiro in behind. Adam Halfer is half a second slower than his previous. I don't think there's going to be any improvement. Plowler's up to P5 for the Aston Martin. More like it for the Polish driver. As Adam Halfer struggling on that lap. I think he backed out there. Dusty is the 10th up through the middle sector. As he come across the line, Niall complete his run. We're going back up to Carsey. It is P4 for Dusty, and Carsey going up by nearly half a tenth, going to the final sector. And let's see, as they yellow, that slow-moving car it was, as Carsey not improved. Axel currently up on his lap. Epi is next one, come across the line, with Hilly's completing his run in the Aldi, and he's not improved. What about Epic? Come across the line, he's in the point zeros, and he's staying right up. Axel, down shift to 5th gear, as he's approaching the fail chicane. Can he beat Carsey to be the first man of the season to beat Carsey? Axel gone for a split, and he's not improved as Plalos. Oh dear. I have to retire. Oh, okay, fair. That's your qualifying sorted, ladies and gentlemen. That's your qualifying sorted. So we got Carsey takes pole from Axel in P2, Epi is in P3, with Chiofalo P4, Dusty P5, Ransel P6, Plalos P7, Axel P8, no wait, Halford P8, Thule P9, and Tiro in P10. Night Smoking G's, Rich James, Top Welder. Oh, Smoking G is the other one in the making his debut this evening. Hilly and Bacon Yum. Race start time is at 8:41. There, so 8:41 in the. My goodness me, it's like. I went screaming as well, like, oh my god. So, I think Rich said it perfectly, like, I'm not going to improve for, like, well, he pretty much predict the future. Unless they're like, I spoke too soon on that one. So, yes. So, as we have a break in between, so I'll be back in a couple moments there. Stay tuned for the start of this race. And we are back here, folks. We are back here all together. So, we got 2 minutes to go off this start of this race. So, let us know who you think you're going to get a race win. Who are going to get a podium? Let us know in the chat. Let us know. Here, folks, as we got a minute left. This is going to be, we always discuss like who going to beat car seat, who going. It's always a topic of discussion. Who going to beat him? Like, good to beat him for a championship last season. It was went down to the wire, that one. And as far as the what do you call it? I'm talking to. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now it's like Norman service has been resumed for the Northern Irish driver who's looking for his 5th championship, Drivers' Championship altogether. Where you got a wave of challengers in ahead of him going for this season. Adam Halfer looking for his 3rd championship, if I'm not mistaken. Here, so this could be one for the ages. Could be Adam Halfer revival season or redemption season altogether. And he's looking to get back onto the winning ways as we got the formation laps starting. Tires, okay, mixture. Always like to see a mixture. We got car seat starts on the mediums with Axel alongside him on the medium compound tires. 2 of them separated by nearly 0.2 of a second difference in qualifying here. With Epic, it's a Ferrari 2nd row lockout here with Epic leading the charge for the Ferrari with Chio behind him here. So Dusty leading Cadillac on the hards. He's doing the same since the start of the season. Starts the race on the hards and see how it goes. It works out very well for his favourite in Catalonia here for the championship leader. Can he maintain that way? Ransdell behind him on the mediums with Plalos and Halford on the hards. I think that's the first time this season they've gone the alternative strategy altogether. Tulu and Tiro on the mediums, Niall on the hards. Going to try something different for the French driver. Smoking Cheese on the mediums, which is also on the mediums. James, Top Welder, Hilly and Bacon Yum on the mediums here. As we about to start the British Grand Prix, 26 laps around the famous track for Division 1. As we wait up for Bacon Young to round us off. Here we go. First light, second light, third light, fourth light, and the fifth light. Lights out, away we go. Look like a great getaway from Axel in P2, and he takes the lead of this race with Epic all over the back of Carsey going to turn 3 altogether as Axel leads the way from Carsey as there's a Red Bull. That is look like Ransdale had gone round, and Turo as well as Carsey is side by side with Epic, and Epic got through. Dossie also got through, same with Plows as well. It's a bad start for the two Red Bulls altogether as McLaren of Niall over the back of Tulu at the moment, going to Wilco, going to Cop's Corner, I think it was, going to here, and now Dossie is leading the charge. Plows got the move done, but it's Dossie losing a couple of positions altogether as he's going to try and fire back here at the exit of Chapel. He got a barrel of a run. Exit of Chapel as he's not quite making a move done through there. As we got Dossie got a move done on Chio. As meanwhile, there's go Niall looking for a move up the inside. There was contact. Oh no. Tulu's entered the barriers there. And he's out of this race. And there's yellows, that is for Richard gone round. I think that he was involved in the incident with Hilly, I think it was. Yes, it is Hilly. It is. I thought it was going to be incident free, but nah, mistakenly not. Smoky G's are going up, switcheroo on Gio, going to exit the Lupfield as he goes side by side with the Ferrari, going to Cop's Corner, but Gio fends him off. Now he's up, could be shoot over the back of the Cadillac, going to could be a lead. Epic got the lead of the race there with Axel in P2 as Axel going to try get a move done for the lead here. Carsey pretty much waiting patiently in the background. Axel regains the lead of the race as Ransdale got ahead of Bacon Yum there, and same with Tiro as well. So Axel will start off lap number 3 of this race as Flowers keeping up with the leaders at the moment here, which is ideal for his race altogether. When the race has changed, got a 10-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane. So top 7 pretty much. Is Carsey pretty much struggling? I don't think he's struggling. I think he's waiting patiently as Hugh is getting close to the Cadillac. We got a great camera angle through there, and we see Smoking Cheese having a go again. Pretty much take 2 all together as Smoking Cheese has he got a move up. There was contact. I think it was Smoking Cheese got ahead of the Ferrari. I think he had left by Jewel for P6 of the race here. As meanwhile, Epi is closing on in to Axel for the lead of the race altogether, and he's not quite close enough for the time being. Dossie's struggling to keep up with the leaders at the moment. I know Blau's doing very well to keep up at the moment with the leaders here. But it's like Dusty, the championship leader, is not keeping up with the leaders at the moment here. Not ideal situation if you Dusty pursued here at this far of this race. With Joe is pretty much in behind, lying in wait to go for the attack here, but sooner rather than later, then medium's about to go, as we've seen Epic going up the inside of Axel, not on the outside. Axel going to try fend him off. Around the outside through Lutfield. Axel fends him off on this occasion, but he's got the better of a run. Going to Rutko, going to Cup's corner as he has half a look pretty much going through Cups. It is as he got the better of a run and he's got the moved on for the lead of the race. And now this could be opening the door moment for Carsey in behind in P3 as Axel going to try fire up the inside, got the move done. Now Carsey going to try follow through on the inside and he's got the job done for P2 of this race. Now, what do you do if you're Plavos? Will you be lying right to go for attack yourself or just waiting patiently at the moment? Save your tires as much as you possibly could for your race altogether. As meanwhile, Axel could get clear of the cars behind if he used the battery wise, but Carsey is closing the gap. Carsey, you never back down on Carsey at the moment here. Like, he's kind of like a man possessed with a car he's having here. Smoking Cheese again close to Chio here. Then to have Ding Dong Bao here going through before going to Cop's corner there as Tiro got ahead of Niall. As meanwhile, we missed Plalos. Got the move done for P3 of this race into the podium positions for the Polish driver there as he's catching Carsey, which is his next target in play. As Smoking Cheese got ahead, finally gets ahead of Gio for P as Epic has a half a look on the inside there, half finger off the move there. It's this signaling the crossover point with the mediums start to wear down, and now the hards is starting to come into play at this very moment of the race here. Which, as we on lap number 6 of the race here, Dusty is he getting closer to Epic here? He's just outside the second range for the overtake mode to be activated there. As another beautiful camera shot there as Top Welder got ahead of Ransol for P9 of this race here as Carsey got ahead, but Axel looking for a switcheroo. I think Axel is pretty much letting Carsey go through on this one. No, this is pretty much who got the better run from the exit of Chapel. Plavos look like he get the better of exit of Chapel. Now who's going to get the move done? Going into Stowe corner as Axel going to try pretty much defending as Plavos have a go, or is it Axel? Not really at the moment. So pretty much stays the same here. Lap 7 of this race. Pretty much 2 cents is the difference between each driver. My God, get a room there, boys. Get a room. As Epic getting close to Plavos, there was a bit of contact as there was a snap of oversteer from Axel from the exit on the loop here. As Plavos getting close to that Alpine, going to Brooklands there, now on to Lutfield. Is he looking for a switcheroo? Going to here, not really at the moment. As Carsey pretty much comfortably out in front here. As meanwhile, Joe got ahead of Smoking Cheese for P6 of this race. Here, Plowell's getting close to the Alpine. It could be one of them races that patience is the main of the game for the drivers here. That might be one of the reasons is. And now we're seeing Halford making moves because he's also on the hard compound tires. He could have a say to this race later on down the line here when we get a chance to. So this is the pit stop phase for the boys on the mediums here. Is this the pit stop phase for them? As that was epic. Have half a look on the inside through the loop there. Now, as approaching Brooklyn's Plowos diving on the inside. Axel try to defend it, but I think Plowos gets ahead of Axel for P2 of this race. Now he could be one calling the shots here on this race altogether for the Polish driver. Now, can he maintain that as he approaching Carsey there for the lead of this race, who started from P5 I think it is, P6, no, it's P7 he started from. Now he's in great position altogether for a race win here later on down the line. Them hard tires is literally cooking for the Aston Martin driver. As on, see if we have a look on the inside of Axel there. Ransdell entered the pits. Calling a day on the mediums onto the hard compound tires. So I think that is a one-stop race for Ransdell, unless anything changes later on down the line. Could be a two-stop race, could be either or, possibility, who knows. Plowos are getting close to Carsey here. He's getting a bit closer to the Northern Irish driver. It's pretty much it's all together. Axel is lurking in behind. Them tires still going for the Alpine driver altogether. Are we seeing a change of leads for the very first time of this race? No, not the very first time of this race. As Plowos diving on the inside. Carsey looking for the switcheroo. As Plowos takes the lead of this race, and that's Axel entered the pits for the undercut attempt on the boys on the mediums. Now, that's pretty much early, but we may as well do it all together. So the undercut is powerful around this track altogether. So he will be get clear air when you get out the pits for Axel. And his first target is the Williams of Bacon Yum. Carsey getting close to Plowos there on the exit of Lutfield onto Woodcut. Onto the old main straight, he's getting that's over speed. It's like powerful. Extra mega joules for Carsey, which is mightily important here. And now can Plowos fends them off, going to Stowe as he tries to find it. As here goes Carsey, half a look on the inside. Not quite, but he may have to think on cover of that undercut attempt. And everyone who's figured out cover off the undercut attempt, which is epic, enters the pits. Dusty got 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings, and now here goes the Ferrari onto the hard compound tyres. Where is Axel of all this? He's onto the fail chicane as he's approaching the Hamilton straight. Where is Axel of all this? And where is Epi of all this? As meanwhile, we're missing a battle for the lead of this race. Plala's fighting hard against Carsey. Going to Brooklands onto Lutfield. Both of them going side by side. Going through Lutfield as Carsey is pretty much pushing the car all together. And now he's have a look on the inside through Cop's corner. And now he's a man in possessed yellows. I think that's for Bacon Yomu. It was through injury. It is. And now he's also got a great run there as Dusty is in behind, lying ready to go for it. And now Axel gets ahead of Epic 2 foot. As meanwhile Carsey's entered the pits. Carsey is now enters the pits. This is pretty much a classic medium hard versus the hard medium strategy. And it's a hard compound tyres for Carsey puts on. Where is Axel? He's on the main straight on. He set the fastest lap of this race so far with a 129.868 there. As Epic also goes through, but Carsey is lying ready to pounce on them too. And now Axel is catching up to Top Welder, which is his next target, who should be in the pits anytime soon. In fairness, the front left is taking a lot of beating this evening for the Haas driver. And now Dusty is trying to keep up with the Aston Martin there, and all together. Axel is getting close. He's literally getting close to the Haas, and now he's got the run compared to the Haas, and should we get them moved on ASAP. And there you go, got them moved on. Job is good. P6, and now he's entered the pits. Not ideal for Axel, but anyway, he still had to get them moved on. Now we see Plalos, we see Dusty Pursuit as well. Plalos try break the toe from Dusty there, going to Wellington straight onto Brooklands and Lutfield there. So we're seeing Ransdell with P9 at the moment, Smoking Cheese P10, Tiro is up to P11 now. No. So at the moment here, you're talking about like 30 second odd pit lane lost time. It's a long old pit lane, bear in mind. So that, that is a half spin moment from Dusty there. Literally a half spin moment there, giving him a mini heart attack from the exit of Chapel it was. And now Axel is closing on in. Seem to be closing on in to Niall for P4 of this race. And now Epi is closing on in to Axel. Carsey is closing on in to Epic there. This is going to be interesting from here to the end of this race. And now, where is the race leaders who was on the hard compound tyres from the very start? When they go in pit? That's the other side of things. As we see Rich Hilly and Top Welder getting close together. Top Welder is getting close to the Aldi and the Alpine there. Sorry. It ain't great at the moment there for a time being, as we've seen. Is there movement there? That is Smoking Cheese and Ransel getting close together. It was Smoking Cheese going for it up the inside, and he's got, or has he? Both of them going side by side through Cop's corner, and it's as Ransel looking for a switcheroo. And as Dusty, Plalos into the pits. I was thinking Dusty takes the lead. I'm like, hold on. Benny's in the pits. He's in the pits here, folks. What tire is going to be on? Mediums. I would say that would be him to the end of this race. But it depends on how quick he will catch up to the cars he was around. But he had to get ahead of Chio there, because not ideal. Not ideal whatsoever for Plalos here. No, he had to do all the work to catch up to the net race leaders. He's on the mediums. The other question is, when will Dusty will pit? That's the other question in mind. Now, we see Epic, Axel getting close to each other, and Epic is going to drive around the outside, and he's got to move on for P4 of this race. Around the outside for the exit of Luckfield onto Woodcut, and he's got to move on. And what's he even expected it to come for car number 28? And it's a job, it's a good one on that one. No, Axel has had to think on how you get the move done again against Epic. Or will Epic try to get clear away from Axel? That's the other side of things on his hard compound tyres. Bear in mind, with Axel is the first one who's entered the pits from the leading group of cars there. So we could see that there. And now we see Plalos is inside the second range of Chio Fallow there. So that's the other side in play at the moment. What Epic, Axel and Carsey wants is Plalos to get the hard time to try get overtake to done on Chio. Chio is definitely no slouch whatsoever to try to keep his position as much as he possibly could, as he's pretty much harvesting his battery going through Cop's corner. Plalos going up the inside, going through Cops, not quite the move, but he's going to try the second bite of cherry. He's got the move done before Maggots there for P7 of this race. And now, as Darcy enters the pits, call it a day. Same with Aldon Halfer as well. A couple laps further on than what did Plalos do. And same with Night Owl. Now we see it's mediums for Dusty. Same with Adam, same with Night Owl. As Plalos set the fastest lap of this race here. And we got a glitch. Of course we have a glitch. They're going to be back out in behind of Chio Fallow there for P6 for Dusty. Adam back out in P9 and Knight out P10. So that is the state of play at the moment. We're back to as literally everyone pits. Richard's back into the pits to change his tyres there. Does he have got another set of hard compound tyres? No, it's supposed to use mediums. Therefore, Williams driver. The other question is, how it's a tyre management game as well for Flowers as well. So kind of like he could play. No, actually he literally ended up in a double-edged sword situation. I like to say he pitted early around lap 14 of this race. Try go for the undercut attempt on Dusty, which he did. But the problem is, can he manage them tyres to the end of this race as long as he possibly could? As Carsey, what has happened to Carsey? I think he was within the second of Axel, I think it was, but he's dropped down to 1.4 second gap to Axel it was. And now Epic there, so Fuel is doing well. Keep up with the pace as Adam Halford, P7 of this race, from the former champion there. Dusty's lying way to try and get the overtake to Don on Fuel there. Hilly left the session. Let me get the invite there in case he's looking for There we go. Hilly, you sent the invite. There, don't name out. And now we have, as we pretty much enter lap number 19 of, starting off lap number 19 of this race. Epic leads away here with Axel in P2, with Carsey in P3. This is kind of like three-way battle for the race win of the British Grand Prix. Carsey has a 100% win rate of this season, the race he did attend. And now, his 100% record could be under the cosh here for all-time race winner, leading race winner here. And now, he's got Axel, he's got Epic, pretty much lying way to get the full-on opportunity to get the race win this evening. Carlos is losing time with the top three, which is pretty much shows that he's gone too early of his strategy wise. With Dusty, to be fair to you, he's doing very well. Doing very, very well on the hards. Just keep up with the mediums at the moment here. It looked like the medium runners is having a hard time here this evening, who doing the second stint there. No Reese. Axel is closer on in. Up this far. He's literally closer on in. Them two have the same tire where life cycle, in fairness to both of them. And the question is, where Axel the first one entered the pits, will he manage his tire very well? He's entered the pits since lap number 9, I think it was. There's yellows, As for the Audi, unfortunately, as for Hilly. That is for Hilly indeed. Axel is getting close. He's getting really close to the Epic here. Same with Carsey with Axel there. As he's looking to try to close the gap. He's not getting much of overspeed going to Stowe Corner. And Epic is doing try to keep fending him off on Axel. Epic is defending on the middle of the road. And now this is pretty much double H. Axel pretty much a double H sword. He's sandwiching between Epic and Carsey there. It's kind of like one sense, go for a move, but he had to fend off an onrushing Northern Irishman who's is a leading all-time race winner altogether. And speaking of that, he's up the inside, going through Brooklands and going through Lutfield as Carsey going to try to hold it on the outside. We go, Axel will keep holding on the inside. As both of them going through Woodcut. We go, tremendous racing from both of them as Axel keep hold of the position, but at what cost? As Carsey got the run compared to Axel. Not quite at the moment here. Wow, if we keep going like this, it could be a spectacular end of this race here, folks. Stay tuned to that. It's a three-way battle for the race win here. Carsey getting close. He's getting close. This is pretty much a dangerous territory for both Epic and Axel, because you can see Carsey is ready to go. As Ransel got ahead of Smoking Cheese for P8 of this race here. As Smoking Cheese got a better of a run going into the Hamilton straight it was, and it's not really there as of yet. No, Dusty is getting close to Palace as he looking to try to get the move done. Palace can try to fend him off against the Cadillac for it's car number 2. As the sliding moment from the Aston Martin, it seems, and he's not there just yet. Back to the top again as Carsey going to try to take 2. Wow, what a move from Carsey, who takes P2 of this race. And now is he challenging for the race win here as he had to harvest the battery. No, he got a run compared to Carsey. Not quite at the moment here, as Carsey pretty much defended on the apex of a failed chicane. As we started lap number 23 of this race, 4 laps to go of this race. Now Dusty is getting close to Plalos here this time round. As before, he's going for it! Up the inside, Plalos is going to try to fend him off. Going through the loop it goes. As Dusty going for a switcheroo, bit of squirrely moment. He's got the move done, or has he? Plalos. He got the 4-wheel on. Too sure, but he's keep hold of the position there. As Smoking Cheese gets ahead of Ransdell for P8 of this race. Heap of battles going on left, right, and centre. My goodness me. As there's yellows, that is for Tio, who's gone round at the loop. It looks like it. As top 3 still going at it. That's the main attention at the moment. Here, as Carsey closing up, not quite at the moment here for Carsey. Here, no, Dusty is getting close to this one. He's getting a lot close to this one. As Joe is also getting close to it too. As Smoking Cheese and Mansell pretty much having a ding-dong battle at the moment here. He's going for it right on the outside. Mansell keep holds of the inside. We go through the fail chicane. As Smoking, bit of squirrely moment there. As Smoking, as Mansell keeps hold of his position there. Back to the top. Axel is needing a thing off a move to done there. As meanwhile, Plalos and Dossie, as Dossie up the inside gets ahead of the Aston Martin for P4 of this race. Or is I think yes it does. P4 for Dusty. And now it's again three-way battle. This is where Carsey got Axel through maggots. Can he do it the same way to Epic? We soon see on that one. As meanwhile, Axel is pretty much flying away to go for it. Now, here we go. He's going up the inside as Epic fends him off. Going through Stowe corner. And now, this is kind of like it for the three drivers. This is pretty much it. Penultimate lap of this race here of the British Grand Prix. It's pretty much a great one. It's always there for great battles and great action altogether. And nothing changes, thankfully, there. And now Axel is getting close to Carsey here. Not. Maybe I spoke too soon on that. As meanwhile, Smoking Cheese and Mansell, it kind of like felt like eternity, them two still going at it. And now Niall is entering the scene as Mansell is going to have a go on Smoking Cheese once over again. And now, pretty much Niall. Oh! There was a correction. Oh no! The contact it was. Smoking Cheese gone right there on Mansell. It is. And now Carsey could have a race lead. Right here, right now. He's going to try right on the outside. Epic fends him off as we about to start the final lap of this race. Is it Epic? Is it going to be Epic this time round? Is it going to be Carsey keeping hold of 100% record? Or will it be Axel? The redemption race from the Catalonia Grand Prix. Final lap of this spectacular British Grand Prix. As we go through the loop for one last time. Now, this is pretty much all or never for the three drivers. It's pretty much determined the podium, which way they're going on the podium altogether. As car number 28 keeps hold of the lead, followed by car number 34. And now, as Axel getting close to this one, he's getting a lot closer. Carsey got a great run. Can he do it again? Yes, he does. He takes the race lead. Pretty much perfect time. But can he fend him off for one last time? Is Epic on the run? As he's using the battery against Carsey. And everyone going to use all the battery. Going through Stowe corner. As Carsey fends him off through Stowe. But it's like a couple corners to go. Epic going to try around the outside. Through fail. And he's got to move on the stretch back. Through go Carsey. Oh my goodness me. It's a switcheroo. Von Carsey is done for him. 300 of a second is the difference. give me a worst camera angle of all time. My goodness me. Axel P3, we did see him spin with Plalos in P4, with Chio in P5. There, Dusty comes on in P6, Adam Halford P7, Niall in P8 with Vanstall P9. Top Welder will finish in the top 10 with Spoken G's P10. Top Welder P11. Chio will come home in P12, which will pretty much come home in P13. Wow, what a race to be ended up here. What a race to end up. Oh. Thanks, boys, for making me losing my voice. There's Carsey. Of these races he attended, keep hold of his 100% record there, and his record still intact there, which that start was crazy. Changed spun ahead of me and I hit him. Finally got hit 3 times behind. Oh no, unlucky Rich, absolutely unlucky indeed there. So Carsey keeps hold of his 100% record of this season just by 300 of a second, where Epic comes on in P2. Axel comes on in P3 with Plalos in P4. Gio Fowler P5 with Dusty Pursuit in P6. Adam Halford P7 with Night Owl in P8. Mansell P9 and Smoking G's rounds out your top 10. Top Welder P11 with Tiro in P12, Witch in P13. Bacon Yum P14, James P15, Hilly P16, and we lost 2 from this race. Wow. What a turn of the books there. Right. Let me see, is this other race kept going here? Let me have a look there. I will send you on to, if we get on to rate the channel. There we go. We're going to send you on to Ryan Air channel here for the rest of the Div 2 race for this evening here. So thank you all, jump on the stream, it's much appreciated here. So yes, wait, let me see when next week is going to happen. Let me have a look. There it is, Sandford next time out, so tune into that. Until then, it is good night, God bless, take it easy and peace.